tomorrow as far as whether the whole group is out there and getting through this final dress rehearsal?
Well, we're going to try to get everyone out there that's healthy or that, we feel needs to play. When I say needs to play, I think most guys would tell you they'd like to get, if you're going to have 7 exhibition games, 3 is probably a good number. So a lot of them have been at 2. We'll make that determination probably in a little bit, see how guys got through practice. But we should have a good lineup. I told that to Millard last night. We should have a good lineup. And what do I hope to see? Like, building off the third period, I thought we got going a little more. We rotated 3 lines a little more because I think those guys needed to play. They got their forecheck and ozone game going. I thought we looked more like ourselves. We were on top of them. Transition has always been good here. So that's what I'd like to see, is keep building on those parts of the game. Creating offense. I thought we had some good looks. We haven't scored a lot in preseason, but last night Marner hit a post. Holtz hit a post. We were in alone with Husad, Smitty, Carly, so Stoney all alone in front there. So hopefully we finish a few more of those plays.
When you look at last year, I think the biggest talking point was you guys were scoring a lot, and it was around the league. You mentioned it too, but defensively, a lot of goals coming through, and that was for all the teams, like you mentioned. How important is it that?
When was that? Sorry.
It was like in the beginning of the season, like first month, there were a lot of goals for, but also a lot given up. But how important is it to get that defensively worked on now, and then maybe at least you can build your game offensively?
Well, I mean, we've prided ourselves in that, so if that happened last year, it certainly wasn't by design. Maybe coming out of the Dallas series the previous year, we felt focus had to be on offense, so maybe that could explain some of the early defensive lapses. I'd have to look back on that, Danny. Actually, you stumped me on that one. I can't remember how our October was defensively. I thought we started well in terms of wins and losses, but maybe it was high scoring. So far in camp, I think our defensive game has been a strength of our team. Our penalty kill certainly has. Now, penalty kill sometimes, depending who you're playing, what they've got for firepower, but I've liked the structure of it and the mindset. So I expect we'll be good defensively early on. We're returning a lot of guys. We added a player in Marner who's a real good defensive player. Sissons is a two-way guy. Lozon's a state. So you know what I mean? We should be fine. So that part of it, I'd like to think we're another year of the guys playing together in a system. The lines aren't changed that much. There should be chemistry. So I hope that's a strength of ours the first month. Because
pull on that thread a little bit. Your shots against have been really low in the preseason. Is that just by circumstance, who you're playing, or
sometimes it is who you're playing, because you're playing against half American League lineups. Guys are probably, like, you ask our guys that play, that are in that position, they probably want to be trusted by the coach. They don't want to make mistakes, so they're working hard to keep the puck out of their net. And so there's some of that. I think it's just some of the way we played. We've been better focused on the forecheck. So forecheck means reloading. So you're getting guys back above the puck more, and that's been an area of emphasis all at camp. And last night we started to see it more in our game-winning goal was a good forecheck. We're seeing more of that. I think we have good defensive players. I think guys offensively are a little bit, they're not used to getting inside for second chances, because this summer you're working on your skills, so it might have something to do with just the mindset of the players. Are like, well, I'm going to save my, getting in the dirty areas till maybe there's been less penalties called. I think some of the shots is our power penalty kill has done a good job not allowing much either. So there's a certain degree of credit that goes there.
Because Lazan hasn't been out there, do you expect expect a rotation early on between Hutton and Lazan, especially early
he's
on?
been there when Losey's healthy. He'll get in. He practiced the last 2 days. We'll get an update. I hope he plays tomorrow. I could be the first to tell you, guys that missed time. Him and Pav haven't played a lot. Right? Those are the two guys. So, but Pav wasn't out with us, so I imagine he won't play tomorrow. Losey, I'm hoping will. He's had 2 good days with the team, and should hopefully get him in there.
You played the position. How important would it be for Lausanne and Corsi to play a game together before?
Yeah, that's something they're just going to have to learn on the fly. Hutton and Corsi have played a lot together and they've been partnered a lot together over the years, even when they're not playing, just in practice. So they would have an advantage there, but that's just something they'll have to get up to speed with. Losey, he'd be a good player for our team when he's healthy. He plays hard. He's going to replace some of that physicality that Nick Hague and / Petro brought. We need that in our lineup. So that part of it, he'll be in once he's good to go. See where that leads us.
How much has he grown from when you had him in Boston?
Well, I didn't see him after. He went to Seattle, so I didn't see him much there. And then Nashville, he got injured. I noticed. I think he scored against us a couple of years ago. He's played well against us. My guess is he's more confident in all his reads on the ice. He was always a physical player. He's probably, even more mature now in terms of understanding the league, when you can play through guys. I'm going to assume his puck play is cleaner because he's a defenseman, and coming into the league, one of the toughest things to do is getting back on pucks, making good reads, making good decisions, executing good pass against an NHL forecheck. So when we had him in Boston, that was all a learning curve. So those are some things I think he'd be, a little more just knowing the league, what he can get away with. He can probably feels like he has an extra second from when he did in 2020 or whenever. I think it was back then when he played for us, or Boston.
Well, Adin, curious how camp has been for you up to this point and what you would need to get out of the last preseason game to feel good and ready to go for next week.
Camp's been good. Been good conditioning, good practices, and just kind of ready to get going. So, go out tomorrow and just try and have my best preseason game so far. And obviously, I think we'll have a pretty strong lineup tomorrow, try and get a win, and just kind of carry that momentum and ride it into the season.
You mentioned being ready to get going. Do you feel like tomorrow was a game that you need, or do you feel like you could flip the switch and go?
I'd like to play again tomorrow. It's been a little bit since my last preseason game, so I always find, as a goalie, I wanted this last preseason game because it's the closest to the home opener, so you can kind of get in that rhythm. So game repetitions are just different than practice, so I'm excited to do it tomorrow, and we're all going to treat it like a regular season game.
What have you seen from the team to this point?
We're dynamic. It looks like we're going to have 4 unreal forward lines, and our D core is always great here. So, we look good. I'm excited. Last night the team looked really strong. That Stone line looked pretty good. They had a lot of chemistry going last night, generating a lot of chances. So, I'm excited to kind of see our full lineup in effect when we get into the full swing of things.
What's a goalie's perspective on what makes that line dangerous?
Carlson and Smith know where each other are. It's insane the chemistry those two have. And Stone, he can play with anyone. He kind of can slow the game down in his own way, find plays, make plays that other guys can't. So it's a special line.
What are you most looking forward to when you look ahead to next week?
Puck drop in game 1. I'm excited to get it going. So it'll be fun.
Is there any part of your game that you honed in on this summer that you're feeling the difference in?
Just trying to be patient on my feet. I feel like that's always the key, is just trying to let the play come to me and not get too active with my feet or too wide, just kind of keep my feet under me and just being able to move. So I've been trying to really focus in on that, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Is that something that you're always focusing on? Is that something that's always a work in progress for all goalies, or is that something you took away from last season?
I think it's been in the last couple seasons in progress for me, but I think that's something that every goalie can always work on. It's hard. You have to be patient. Guys are coming in with time and space, and you're just trying to not get down too early and react off your feet. So I think it's just kind of one of those things that, hey, if I had a bad practice or a bad day, what do I got to get back to? It's one of those fundamentals where it's like, okay, let's focus on this, and then hopefully kind of the rest will fall into place.